below. Today I'll be exposing the lore to my little series named Sleep Paralysis. Do keep in mind it's still being worked on and things are subject to change. Let's begin with the map. This is only a quick sketch, but this is a map idea. This is Sunmore City, located in Greece, believe it or not. It's a warm, humid city by the ocean. I would say it's a great place to live if it were a real place. It's warm all year round, so it's a nice place to relax. This is also where the main cast is for majority of the story. And this is a glimpse of what heaven looks like. It's just a land of clouds, it's so called. Heaven is modern. Just think about how heaven looks in Has Been Hotel and you basically have the image of my interpretation of heaven. And this is hell. Hell is just an empty, fiery land when you first appear if you're a sinner. Hell is split up into 3 sections. One ran by Satan and normal demons, one ran by Lucifer sinners, and the last being ran by the bishop, Arakari, sleep paralysis demons. The basic story follows the beginning of Arakari's story. Their story is one of bloodshed and defiance from their own kind whom they swore to protect. Arakari was once a guardian angel whom enjoyed visiting the human world to grant humans their requests. The deities were in charge of keeping demons trapped in hell and managing other dimensions and worlds. Arakari was a fierce warrior with an undying loyalty to the ones above them. Unfortunately, this loyalty grew too strong, and Arakari began to torture the living humans who went down the path of darkness, often resulting in death. Arakari thought they were doing the right thing by wiping those out whom chose the wrong path. However, the deities were horrified by this act, naming it the sinner execution. The deities took away Arakari's role of a guardian angel and threw them down into hell below. Furious and consumed by pride and hatred, they created their own type of demons that could access the human world while going undetected. Dreams were associated with other worlds, and Arakari took this quite literally. Arakari was a strong, fierce male guardian angel, but over time he lost himself and was somewhat ashamed by his actions. Over time his form changed. He lost his sense of himself and deliberately changed his form to detach himself from, himself. He lost his identity and will go mad if you refer to him by his real name and or referring him to any gender. Millions of years later, a cult was banded together in Africa in the belief of Arakari, whom changed their title to the bishop. This cult grew bigger and bigger, and they often had celebrations all year round. The bishop was honored to know people were on his side, and so he sent Unknown, otherwise known as biggest by my subscribers, as a holy messenger. Unknown wasn't feral like many other sleep paralysis demons. He could think, talk, and had emotion and free will, specially made for a messenger. However, having emotion was a problem, and Known was genuinely soft and empathetic, and he couldn't handle the dark things that the cult did. The cult used Unknown's ability to sense nightmares to their advantage. Unknown was forced by the cult and the bishop to bring the ones who had nightmares to be sacrificed by the cult. And afterwards, the body would be eaten by the cult itself. Unknown was horrified by these meals. It was cannibalism after all, so he begged his creator, the bishop, to let him live a free-willed life. The bishop was hesitant and offered a deal. He could live a free-willed life if he killed everyone in the cult and ate their bodies. Unknown, taken aback by this, didn't want to do it, but he was desperate. The deal was sealed, and Unknown killed everyone in the cult and left no traces of their bodies. Unknown cried himself to sleep that night, and that's when he vowed to use his powers for the greater good. He resided in Sunmore, helping people to sleep by giving them a teddy bear that smelled of soft lavender. This helped those with sleep problems and or nightmares to sleep peacefully. Many years later, he found Evelyn struggling to sleep. Keeping himself out of sight, he gave Evelyn a teddy. but Evelyn caught him. However, she wasn't afraid of unknown. She was mesmerized, curious, even. Evelyn offered that unknown could stay mainly because she heard of unknown from the news. The news referred to him as the Sleepcaster, and patrols were sent out after him. Unknown accepted the offer and stayed with Evelyn that night, and it blossomed into a close-knit friendship. Evelyn was closer to Unknown than she was with Lily. Lily was a 16-year-old guardian angel whom was living in the human world. Lily was a relaxed, charming angel. She's basically the comic relief. Same with Chiron, whom is the demigod of chaos. Chiron is in love with Lily. However, Lily hates it. I thought that they would make a funny dynamic, so I added it into the story. And that's about it for the story so far. The main cast is basically an average friend group LOL. The comic relief, the one who has a crush on someone in the group, the normal one, and the depressed one XD. That's around it for Sleep Paralysis. You may ask questions about it in the comments, however most of it is still in development, so answers are subject to change. Have a good day and night, everyone.